Hey, Lakewood, before we get rolling, take a second to mark the moment. Take a deep breath together. It's Friday, July 11th, 2025. I'm a little late, but I got hooked on this game that Freya, the wife, is playing that got me hooked on it, and now I'm hooked on it, and I was playing it, and I looked at the time, and I was like, uh-oh, time to stop for a minute, because I gotta do talk radio. Finally Friday. We are officially 52.60% of the way through the year. That means we've crossed the halfway point. Well, just barely. And we're sliding into the back half of 2025. That's 27 weeks and 3 days in, 192 days down, 4,608 hours gone, 276,480 minutes ticked away, and a whopping 16,588,800 seconds lived, breathed, laughed, and survived. Whether this week wore you out or lifted you up, you made it, and that's no small thing. So pour your coffee, kick back, or start that commute, because this is finally Friday on Talk Radio, your weekly wrap-up, weekend warm-up, and all-around audio recharge.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Jonathan Riley here, back with y'all. And folks, we made it. Whether you sprinted, stumbled, power walked, or practically army crawled, you are officially at the finish line of another week. And you know what? That deserves some recognition. This is finally Friday, your weekly permission slip to breathe out, smile big, shake off the stress, and celebrate whatever weird and wonderful wins you got. Or what wonderful wins you or got you through. Something like that. Maybe your coffee stayed hot and your Wi-Fi stayed strong. For me, maybe your mouth started working and you talked properly. I don't know. Maybe the kids made it to school on time without a meltdown. But it's not school time, it's summertime, so we don't have to worry about that right now. Or maybe you just managed to keep your cool when someone hit reply all with a 3-paragraph essay. However you got here, I'm glad you did. Tonight we've got a full plate. Shoutouts to the folks doing the most in the background. A quick safety check for our minds, moods, and neighborhoods. A little local business love because Lakewood's got gems worth spotlighting. Weekend plans that'll get you out of the group chat and into something fun. And of course, the infamous top 5 things I survived this week, because we don't laugh at the chaos wins. So settle in, whether you're commuting, cleaning up dinner, or already kicking back in fuzzy socks. This hour's for you. So, let's get into it. So, first up is welcome to First Responder Focus, Firehouse Files, where we crack open the bay doors and step into the heart of service, sweat, and split sound decisions. This week, I wanted to give a shout out to the dedicated men and women of the Lakewood Lakewood Fire Department, those who run toward the smoke while the rest of us run away. Right now, I'm still wanting to set up some meeting with the fire department to see if they'd be up to, being a part of my show, talking to the audience, maybe giving some fire station tours, maybe a ride along. That would be cool, riding in a fire truck, or just coffee table conversations. The goal is to bring their voices, their stories, and their impact to the Lakewood community. From big rescues to everyday readiness. Because behind every siren, there's a story. Behind every badge is a neighbor. And behind every long shift, someone's life changed for the better. So consider this your spark. If you've got questions for our firefighters, send them in. If you've got a firehouse story of your own, maybe you were saved, maybe you were served, we'd love to hear that too. Whether it's wildfire season updates, fire safety tips, or frontline stories, Firehouse Files is where we honor those who keep the blaze from becoming a tragedy. So, stay tuned. Let's see if this segment stays or goes. I already had the Lakewood Police Department bow out on it, say no thank you. So I'm going to try to get a hold of the Lakewood Fire Department and see if they'll, be open to working with me and being part of the show, part of the future of talk radio. And we get into community safety check. Okay. Here are your quick safety bites before the weekend hits. Let's stay smart, stay alert, and look out for one another. So first up is a scam alert. If you get a text claiming your utility bill is overdue and ask you to click a link, don't. It's a phishing scam. These messages are getting slicker, but don't take the bait. Always call your utility provider directly to verify any payment issues. Scammers are counting on panic. Don't give them the satisfaction. Beat the heat tip. This is coming in good for this next week here in Tacoma, Lakewood area. Temps are climbing and hydration is key. The city's set up official hydration stations at Lakewood City Hall, the Lakewood Library, and the Fort Silicon Park Visitor Center. If you or someone you know need a cool place to regroup, those spots are open and free to the public. Drink water, take breaks in the shade, and check on elderly neighbors or anyone without AC. Crime tip of the week. Summer is prime time for quick thefts, and open garage doors are a thief's dream. Even if you're just stepping inside, keep your garage closed. Lakewood PD reports ongoing grab-and-go cases, especially in residential neighborhoods. It only takes a few seconds for someone to snatch tools, bikes, or packages. Lock it down day and night. Bonus reminder, water safety. If you're headed to the lake this weekend, just a heads up. Lakewood parks do not have lifeguards on duty. Swim smart, stay inside the buoyed area, the little buoyed areas or whatever. I can't speak sometimes. Supervise the kids and keep pets leashed around water. And yes, alcohol is still banned in city parks, no exceptions. Safety isn't just a department, it's a team effort. Let's keep Lakewood cool, careful, and crime aware this weekend. If you see something off, say something. And if you just need to catch your breath, those hydration stations are waiting. Now we get into a little shop talk, which is businesses and stuff. We're going to do like one business every week. Today's shop talk takes us to the heart of Lakewood, where comfort food meets community charm at Moonrise Cafe. Located right in the Lakewood Town Center, this family-owned breakfast and brunch spot has become a beloved local staple for early risers, brunch lovers, and weekend regulars. From the moment you walk in, you're greeted with the warm clink of mugs, the rich scent of fresh brewed coffee, and the kind of friendly service that makes you feel like a regular, even on your first visit. Now, let's talk food. Their biscuits and gravy are fluffy and smothered just right. Their sausage patties, hand-formed and cooked to perfection. Hash browns, golden and crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. And if you're feeling indulgent, their Monte Cristo sandwich is a true crowd pleaser, stacked high, dipped, fried, and dusted with powdered sugar. One guest told me it's worth skipping lunch for. I caught up with AJ, the owner. No, I didn't. I didn't catch up with nobody. This part's all fabricated. It's not just about food. Okay? It's all about making people hungry for food. And if you're a first responder, this weekend is the perfect time to swing by Moonrise Cafe. They're doing a buy one, get one free deal as a thank you for your services. So whether you're craving something hearty, catching up with friends, or just in need of a cozy place to start your day, Moonrise Cafe has you covered. Now we move up to Startup Spotlight, which is business as well. Friday's all kind of about business and fun. So here's a story that's all about creativity, hustle, and dreams coming to life right here in our own backyard. Meet the teen founder of Undeniable Virginia, a bold new fashion brand that brings together the vibrant colors and rich patterns of African textiles with fresh, modern American streetwear vibes. It's a unique style that's turning heads and catching hearts. What makes this even cooler? She got a huge boost from the Pierce County Business Accelerator program, where she learned the ropes of marketing, finance, and growing a brand. The result? Her sales shot up 5 times in just 1 month. That serious growth fueled by talent, and a killer work ethic. Right now, she's focused on expanding her online store, fulfilling orders, and building a loyal customer base. And the dream, opening a boutique right here in Lakewood to show her designs in person and support the local fashion scene. This is a perfect example of how young entrepreneurs in our community are making waves, turning passion into profit and inspiring others along the way. So if you want to support local, fresh fashion with a story behind every stitch, check out Undeniable Virginia on Instagram. Drop her some love and watch as she continues to rise. Lakewood, keep your eyes on this one. There's so much more to come. So much more. Next up, Free and Fun in Lakewood and Tacoma, July 12th and 13th. Saturday, July 12th, Tacoma Pride Festival at Wright Park. Time, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Location, Wright Park, 501 South I Street, Tacoma, Washington. Celebrate the LGBTQIA plus community at the annual Tacoma Pride Festival. Enjoy live music, over 168 LGBTQIA plus vendors, food trucks, a sensory lounge, and a beer garden for those 21 and older. Entertainment includes performances from Day Soul Exquisite, Sirens of Sound, AGAB Band, and Trashosaurus Rex Band on the main stage, with additional acts on the community stage. And then we got Totally 80s cover night at the Lakewood Town Center at 5 p.m. And that's at the Lakewood Town Center, 5721 Main Street Southwest, Lakewood, Washington. Enjoy a vibrant evening of live 80s music. Bring your lawn chairs and dancing shoes for a nostalgic trip back in time. Inside Out 2 screening at the Lakewood Library at noon at the Lakewood Library, 6300 Wild Air Road or something like that. Catch a free screening of Inside Out 2. Enjoy this family-friendly film with free popcorn provided. Summerfest and Community Resource Fair, 11 a.m. South Lakeshore Christian Church, 1740 South 84th Street, Tacoma, Washington. Head to Summerfest, featuring food trucks, live music, a car show, and community resources. All weekend long, cooling stations and yard games at Harry Todd Park. Stay cool and have fun with cooling tents, misting stations, and yard games available throughout the weekend. That's all for the upcoming weekend. Not much going on, but a little bit going on. You know, yeah. Now this segment here is called Open Mic Check Weekend Performances. What's going down on Lakewood stages this week? Let's shine a little spotlight on the local scene. Clover Park Theater. We've heard some whispers that a production of Clue the Musical might be in the works soon, but nothing's confirmed for this weekend. If you've got the scoop or Colonel Mustard in the conservatory, drop us a line. The Drip Coffee House. While we couldn't find an official listing, word is they're testing the waters for a regular open mic night, possibly Saturdays at 7. We'll keep checking and reporting back if this becomes a weekly thing. Until then, maybe stop by, grab a latte, and ask around. Sunday night jams. Now this one's a mystery. We were tracking a lead on an open jam session at a venue called Roxy Lakewood. But turns out that might belong to another Lakewood, as in Ohio? Huh. So unless you're up for cross-country road trip, consider hosting your own backyard jam and inviting the neighbors. If you're a local performer, venue, or open mic regular, we want your flyers, your invites, your inside tips. Let's build this scene together. That's the open mic check for the weekend light on certainty, heavy on potential. Stay tuned as we get more plugged in, and remember, sometimes the best stage is the one you create yourself. Now we get into weekend review. Lakewood and beyond. Here's a quick look back at what we covered this week on Talk Radio. On Motivational Monday, we started strong with the theme Progress Over Perfection, reminding everyone that forward movement beats waiting for the perfect moment. Tuesdays in Lakewood, we unpacked the highlights from the July 8th City Council study session and spotlighted community events coming up this weekend, keeping you connected to all things Lakewood. Wedgie Wednesday, our Lost and Found segment, took center stage, sharing some fascinating stories about things lost and then surprisingly found, from forgotten treasures to oddities resurfacing in local spots, plus the usual dose of quirky humor to keep things light. Just like when Voice from Beyond, the wife, said they found a toe at Dash Point State Park or whatever. Lost and found. Somebody lost it. Somebody else found it. On the beach. Okay. Time Warp Thursday, we traveled back in time to the chilling mystery of the Hinterkaifeck murders, a bizarre and unsolved case from early 20th century Germany that still puzzles historians and true crime fans alike. We dug into the strange details, eerie clues, and haunting theories that keep this case alive in the collective imagination. Now, finally, Friday, to close the week, we're sharing listener shout-outs. Well, we will share listener shout-outs when we get listener shout-outs. This is part of what's going on. And we recapped the week and gave you a sneak peek of what's coming next weekend, this weekend, next weekend, all the weeks, including some exciting projects coming up. That's your weekend review. Thanks for being part of the journey, and get ready for a fantastic weekend ahead. Which brings me to, so what's up for the weekend? Well, for me and my family, it's Tacoma Pride Festival time. My family and I will be out there Saturday showing up, chilling out, and supporting the incredible LGBTQ community that makes our city shine. Which sometimes I do too when people call me, what is it? Princess Glitter Sparkles?
Yep.
See, so y'all know I have some glitter and shine too, you know what I'm saying? But if you see us over at LGBTQ Tacoma Pride Festival, say hey, you know, show up and say hi. Other than that, it's a weekend of grown-up stuff, getting this apartment cleaned. Nothing glamorous, just keeping life moving forward. But don't let my quiet weekend stop you. Here's what you can check out in Lakewood and Tacoma. Saturday morning at 10, walk through Tacoma's past with a Tacoma history tour downtown. Or if you're feeling curious about marine life, head to Titlow Beach for tiptoe through the tide pools from 10 to 1. Also on Saturday, check out the Summerfest and Community Resource Fair at South Lake Shore Christian Church. Starting at 11 a.m., local vendors, family fun, and support services all in one place. Glow Golf is lighting up Meadow Park Friday and Saturday night at sunset. It's putt-putt with glow-in-the-dark vibes. And yes, it's as fun as it sounds. Looking ahead, mark your calendar. Lakewood Summerfest hits Fort Silicon Park next Saturday, July 19th, with live music, food trucks, car shows, and a drone glow party. Total vibe, and you may see me there. Keep an eye out. And if you're keeping it chill, Lakewood Gardens, Point Defiance Park, and local playgrounds are perfect for a sunny stroll or picnic. So whether you're turning up, tidying out, or tidying up, make space for a little joy this weekend. And hey, if you've got something fun going on, or you just want to shout out an event, hit us up on socials at Talk Radio. It says at Talk Radio 253. That's not my thing. What Talk Radio 2025 or something like that. Yeah. Talk Radio 2025. That's the Instagram thing. You know, we might feature your plans on next week's episode. Now we move into the top 5 things I've survived this week. Dun dun dun! It's that time, my weekly rundown of trials, triumphs, and things I didn't sign up for but still survived. So here we go. Number 5. Being the family's default support system. From handling stuff behind the scenes to being the calm in everyone else's chaos. I'm the glue even when I feel unlike unraveling. Number 4. Fighting off my own negative thoughts. The self-doubt crept in hard this week. Whispers of not good enough and why bother, but I reminded myself that just showing up is already a win. Number 3, listening in on the daughter hair dye saga. My wife took the lead on this one. Brush in hand, gloves on, full salon mode. I was just a background audience watching the colors fly, the drama unfold, and trying very hard not to comment on the fumes. Number 2, dealing with a counselor I don't really vibe with. You sit there trying to be honest, and all you get back is awkward energy and canned responses. I stayed respectful, but yeah, it's time to find someone who actually hears me and not like sits there ignoring me or whatever. And number 1, the 4 a.m. bathroom bomb. My brother left a disaster that no human should ever have to wake up to. So, armed with bleach, paper towels, and pure willpower, I handled it like a midnight janitor on a war zone cleanup shift. And yes, I lit the good candle afterwards. So what did you survive this week? Tag at Talk Radio 2025 and share your top 5 using hashtag Talk Radio Survivor. You might hear your story on next week's show. Dun dun dun. Now, Crow's Weekly Awards. Alright folks, it's time for another round of maybe, possibly, the Crow's Weekly Awards. Now, full honesty, this segment has me in a bit of a creative headlock. Each week I sit down and think, what the heck am I giving awards for this time? Who's the MVP of my life? Should I shout out a family member? An internet troll? The best fast food fries I had on Tuesday? I'm still trying to figure out what these awards should be. Do they go to people in my life, local legends, viral weirdos, or is this where I reward myself for surviving yet another chaotic week? So for now, this segment is kind of in pilot season limbo. But hey, while it's still on the air, let's hand out some possible meaningless but 100% heartfelt awards anyway. The Still Standing Award. Me. Because the week tried, it really did. The You Didn't Ask But I Noticed Award. To the neighbor who watered their lawn with a hose and a cigarette in her mouth. Pure, unbothered excellence. Hint, hint, never happened. The Unexpected Hero Award. My Wi-Fi for not cutting out during a single podcast upload this week. Historic. So yeah, I'm workshopping this. If you've got ideas for categories, themes, or people who deserve recognition on this weird little audio stage, hit me up. Otherwise, we'll see if Crow's Weekly Awards takes flight or crashes into the cut for time folder. And just like that, we close another chapter of the week. Another chapter of Talk Radio, Finally Friday style. Whether you laughed, nodded along, rolled your eyes, or just kept me on in the background while folding laundry. Thank you. I'm truly honored to be a small part of your big, messy, beautiful week. As the weekend rolls in, do yourself a favor. Make some memories. Celebrate even the tiniest win. And if all else fails, close the blinds, silence the phone, and take a guilt-free nap. You've earned it. Remember, it's not about having it all figured out. It's about showing up, breathing through the chaos, and being kind to yourself in the process. I'm Jonathan Riley, and this has been Finally Friday, brought to you by Crow Rules Entertainment, and powered by your support. Until next time, stay kind, stay safe, and no matter what, stay you. Nobody else. I don't want nobody else. I want you to be you, and me to be me, and everybody to be everybody. Or something like that. Peace, love, and monkey grease.